Eric is a unionist from Belfast, East Belfast, and in Cyprus Avenue he makes the discovery that his newborn baby granddaughter is the president of Sinn Féin, Gerry Adams, and he enlists the help of a loyalist paramilitary called Slim, and the two of them set about confronting the baby. I was living in Castlereagh Street when I wrote the play, and Castlereagh Street is very different from Cyprus Avenue, and the Cyprus Avenue is a much more middle-class street than Castlereagh Street, and I used to love taking a walk up there. I used to imagine living there. It was, I mean, it's not just nice leafy suburbia. There's something really mysterious and magical about that street that I think obviously inspired Van Morrison to write the song, so I took my inspiration from that as well. I was commissioned about 4 or 5 years ago to write a play for the short play season, which is called Something Borrowed, the season was called. And the play I wrote was a play called Half a Glass of Water, which was a two-hander about a young man who'd been sexually abused as a child, and it was very dark and very controversial, and it was very well received by the audience, to my surprise. And what I really liked was that the Abbey were very happy to produce it, and they didn't ask me to edit anything or censor anything. And so they commissioned me to basically write anything I wanted, and so I set about writing Cyprus Avenue. And with the court, I didn't have a relationship with the court until Vicky Featherston was appointed artistic director, and I'd worked with her. I'd been commissioned by her when she was at the National Theatre of Scotland, so I knew her through there. And as far as I'm aware, Fake and Aideen sent Cyprus Avenue to her to ask if she'd be interested in co-producing it, and she loved the play, and here we are. No, I've been in Glasgow for 4 years now, and I feel kind of like I'm questioning if I still have the right to write about Belfast. I feel like if I'm not really in touch with what's going on there, maybe I should stop writing about it. I think about Woody Allen, that the one thing that justifies it in my head is people always say that Woody Allen's vision of New York is a sentimental vision that's based on his childhood, and his response to that as well. Yes, it is, and so what? And I sort of feel like maybe as I'm writing more, my plays are less connected from now on with Belfast as it really is, and more with my idea, the Belfast of my childhood. What generally happens in my plays is they're quite funny, sometimes very funny, and then at some point the laughter stops. And I hate that moment when the laughter stops, even though it's necessary for the drama. I hate when audiences stop laughing, because I like to hear laughter, and I get this fear that if they're not laughing, how do you know it's good? So yeah, I will probably not, is the answer to your question. I'd like to work more, do more acting on television, because I find that really enjoyable. And it's sort of, I get better ideas for plays when I'm acting in television for some reason. I don't know why that is. So yeah, I've got lots of plays to write, so I'm going to take a short break and then start writing. Unless this play is completely disastrous, at which point I'm going to throw my pen down in a huge huff and stop writing altogether.